This is not ideology. This is policy analysis. Pay attention.
Post-1944, the architecture was formalized. Bretton Woods stabilized capital sovereignty, collateralized. Peripheral states entered markets asymmetrically. Export-dependent, import-constrained structurally. Terms of trade deteriorated predictably. Not corruption, dependency, development meant extraction plus compliance. Accumulating occurred externally, never domestically. When redistribution interrupted surplus transfer, it was rebranded fiscal irresponsibility. For the record, land reform wasn't radical, it was existential threat to foreign direct investment and creditor respect. This wasn't chaos, it was administration. Coups executed as macroeconomic correction. Jaded and radicalized from slogans or theory. He diagnosed the system by watching children die in real time. Empirically, this is cause and effect. Policy creates pressure, pressure breeds with stress. Read the structure correct. History reacting to institutional violence. This is cause and effect. Policy creates pressure, pressure breeds with stress. Read the structure correct. History reacting to institutional violence. IMF conditionality disguised as assistance. Balance of payment support traded for austerity compliance. Fiscal consolidation, wage suppression. Subsidy removal reframed as efficiency correction. Currency devaluation prescribed as cure. Ignoring inflationary pass-through, predictable and pure. Public employment cut to satisfy targets. Unemployment renamed labor flexibility for the markets. Debts servicing prioritized above survival. Primary surplus is achieved at social arrival. Social spending labeled distortionary risk, while capital mobility remained ideologically fixed. These weren't recommendations. Prerequisite failure triggered credit downgrades and reputational hits. Short-term stabilization, long-term fragility. Growth without resilience, stability without legitimacy. Austerity isn't neutral, it redistributes pain downward, mathematically brutal. The spreadsheet survives, but the population absorbs the cost in real life. World Bank reform, refrain power is governance. Transparency metrics masking coercive economics. Privatization sold as depoliticization. Utilities to burden into revenue extraction. User fees replace universal provision. Access subordinated to purchasing position. Regulation called barriers to growth. Labor and environmental protections quietly revoked. State capacity reduced to contract enforcement. Social obligation offloaded to market alignment. Inequality explained away as implementation error. Never the model, always the administrator. Governments lose policy space incrementally, but elections remain symbolically intact. Initially, you can't vote your way out of structural constraint when fiscal sovereignty is already prearranged. Governance is language used when control needs plausible deniability. Put that up in rhetoric hides power asymmetry and soul stimulability. When Venezuela violated neoliberal orthodoxy, capital controls resource nationalism consciously. Redistribution prioritized over creditor appeasement. The response snatched clutched it with no amazement. Orders Mon and banking withdraw. Where now system flickered. Census freezes private and true vanilla comprehension. Oil revenue constrained externally by design. Import capacity collapsed through arithmetic, not incompetence or crime. Shortages follow mechanically, not ideologically, but toward the likely inverted rhetorically, psychologically, murder-juridic concern weaponized in discourse. While economic warfare ran its predictable course. Legality substituted for morality because policy violence doesn't look violent on paper formally. This isn't mismanagement, it's enforcement. Erratic isn't chaos, it's statistical convergence.
This isn't about heroes or villains. It's about incentives, enforcement, and power. When policy removes choice, resistance stops being emotional and becomes inevitable.